Alright, because apparently a bunch of you wanted it to happen. Um, Shiny Gold version X. It's a ROM hack by a guy named Zell. It's pretty good, I think. I'm not like a ROM hack extraordinaire, but it's pretty well done. There are some glitches, of course, and some things are just so complex that people don't blame him for not hacking them to be different. Like this intro sequence, there's really no point to hacking it into be exactly like the one from Gold. It's not logical. So, for the sake of continuity, named the character Slick, and we'll call this guy Neo, I guess. Sure. Um, and that is not actually Gary Blue Green, whatever you want to call him. That is actually Silver, but I don't know why he. I don't know. Changing the settings because that's how I roll. Because I really want it like that. It's annoying to have it wrong. Now you'll want this potion. That potion is very, very useful for reasons you're about to see. And I don't understand why it has two TVs. Funny thing about your mom, she doesn't have any walking sprites, so she kind of levitate hovers toward you. And this is his replacement for the phone. He has phone booths stationed around, which you can call people from. And then the Pokebeeper just lets people call you. So, otherwise, pretty much similar. Yeah. And he changed the front sprites of the Pokemon here to be awesome. I'll be picking Chikorita because it's good for HM usage, basically. Um, yeah, so significant plot twist here. First, new reoccurring rival is this guy. His name is Carlos, but the intro screen wouldn't show you that this time. He has one Slowpoke. It's slow, but it has Curse, which raises attack and defense, and Yawn, as you see right here. And it turns into just total annoyance if it gets so many curses up. It's just, it's a lot. It's tough, and you don't want to lose this match because it's really hard to do without potions. So it's best to save or just keep retrying the entire file. Don't even retry the fight itself. I just have to get to sleep there. There we go, there. Now, I'm not going to be using Chikorita for fighting, of course. I'm just going to use it for HM. See, Carlos. And since this is basically the same as the regular Gold Silver Crystal, I'm just going to add music at this point until we get to something new, alright? Alright.
Hey folks, Datai from the future here, speaking over a section of gameplay that my past self deemed too boring to commentate. Now, if this is your first series of mine that you're watching that has one of these redo episodes, first off, I would recommend that you pick a different series. This one has a lot of growing pains associated with it, and I think I've put out a lot better work. But if you're still interested, basically a redo episode is where me, Datai from the future, 5, 6, 7 years later, I commentate over sections of gameplay that my past self just put music over because he was bored and had nothing to say. But now I don't want to have other people's music or copyrighted music over these videos, so I'm going back and redubbing them with new commentary. And it's a little awkward in the case of this episode, because when I was originally combing through my videos and figuring out which had such music in them, I overlooked this video somehow. So you're going to get this whole explanation in 2 more episodes, basically the whole thing over again. I apologize for that, my bad. Shiny Gold X was my first ROM hack playthrough, and it was actually my 3rd playthrough overall, I think. It came midway through the Hop-Ip run, I think. I solicited interest partway through Hoppip and then started. It's like, hey, it could be fun. And it was my first playthrough that had a full team, because I had done the Starly run and the Hoppip run before this. And I figured, hey, that could be interesting. I won't be repeating the same strategy over and over. I'm going to be shifting between a bunch of different Pokemon, and I'll be playing an unofficial remake with a lot of creative ideas in it to enhance the gameplay experience. So I figured, hey, this could be a really interesting series. Could be good. There are some issues. Chief among them, the game was never finished, and therefore this series ends rather unsatisfactorily. But anyway, here's my past self.
Alright, rival time, here we go. Not a whole lot has changed for this guy, but he is significantly stronger. Well, as you can see, it's a level 8 rather than level 5, but that's about it. You can still train as much as you want to get a better advantage against him. You really won't need much of an advantage. You know, Chikorita's barely received any extra training. I just did it a little bit. I mean, level 8 versus level 8, it's fine. It can get a problem if you use the smokescreen a bunch, but I'm not sure how the Totodile and Chikorita strategies work, but Cyndaquil, not much of a problem. Yeah, you don't name him here because you named him earlier. And here you give him the egg, just like before, and yeah, it's the same. Really, alright, heal. Really pretty similar Pokeballs. This is a remake, after all. You're not going to see a whole bunch of original content. One thing here, he didn't hack the money system, I don't blame him, so she gives you an amulet coin right at the beginning. So, yeah. A couple typos, like missing periods and stuff, but it's not a big problem. Why does it have to use that? Just give that Chikorita, because I'll be using Chikorita for a while until I get something I like. This is not a solo run, by the way. This is an actual run, like a normal run. And yeah, I feel like killing some Starsky ripoffs. And some rats. You know, Ratatouille, bud. Ratatouille is a good movie, I think. But anywho, that is the same intro that you've seen time and time again. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoy the rest of this run. So yeah, I don't know why I'm still on. Oh right, I forgot about this guy. This is just kind of. I don't need the town map, but I'll get it anyway. I knew there was something I was forgetting, so I just loitered around. Anywho, that is the end of this, so yeah. I will see you in a while.